Okay, so now we're about to have some fun, I think. But before we do that, I need to address exactly what methods are doing. Methods act as a black box. A black box means that we send input in and we get output back, but we don't know what's happening under the hood. To me, it's a lot like a car. When I press the accelerator on my car, I press the gas pedal on the car, I don't care what's going on inside the car. I just want to know that the car's running. There's a lot happening. There's fire firing off. There's fuel going off. There's all this stuff happening with the electronic fuel injectors. There's all these computers doing random things, but I don't care. I just want to push my accelerator and get on the road. My input is my gas pedal, and the output is the speed of my car against the road. When I press the brakes, I want the car to stop. What's going on under the hood is a black box, something I'm not fully aware of what's going on, but I'm happy it works correctly. So I'm taken care of and I'm safe. In black box programming, the first concept, we mentioned it before, is abstraction. We conceal the internal complexities. We only know one thing or a couple of things. All the stuff happening inside is abstracted to those couple of things. Secondly, we encapsulate. We have organized code into self-contained modules, and we only see the capsule. We don't really care what's happening inside. We know we interface with the method by passing them parameters. That's what we're worried about. When we pass in those parameters, we see the output, we're good. I pass in gross pay and I pass in pay rate. I'm happy to see the output is what I expected. We modularize. Using modularity, we divide these complex systems into small parts. It's similar to decomposition. We have a big overall goal. How do we make it work? What kind of small parts are we going to need? And then we hide information. That protects the data and it protects the algorithms. There are benefits to black box programming. We're able to clearly identify how the components interact. We're also able, as we showed before, to reuse different parts of the program. So we were able to reuse calculate gross pay multiple times in 3 different ways to get an output. We're able to debug easier. We can debug in one place, and it simplifies because we can isolate the actual testing. Basically, what we're saying is this: I don't have to debug every time I have called gross pay. I can debug it one time and it fixes the entire program. And finally, I can pass work to another user and say, hey, you did this module, I'll do this module. By the way, I know I did a weird thing with the background and I apologize. I'm not going to re-record because, yeah, we can deal with that second or two. All right. Moving myself back over properly. All right, so our methods act as a black box. We don't need to know how it works. We just call and use the result. Once I get it to work, I can move on. It's important if I'm the coder that I comment out what I've done so later on I can reconstruct what I've done. But I really don't care what's happening. I just want to call it and use the result. We're going to stop the recording here.